Welcome to the Chill Spot Podcast, the first episode of 2020?
Oh my god!
First thing you might notice about our audio quality is that it's probably a lot better.
Woo! We got new gear for Christmas.
Our mommy bought us microphones for Christmas.
And a soundboard and new mic arms and just today's episode is dedicated to Donna because
and your mom. I think she contributed.
I don't think she did.
No?
No.
Well, shout out to Cindy anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Just to do it. She came clutch this Christmas in other ways.
Yeah,
so.
she got me a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
So dope. The dopest even.
What else did you get for Christmas, Cam?
I got a lot of cool stuff. I got Samurai Jack, the entire series on Christmas, which I can't fucking wait to watch because I love Samurai Jack.
Your mom got you that, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, she was like, I need an inexpensive thing to get you. What do you want? And I was like,
oh,
I like this, please.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought she figured that out on her own. I was very proud of her.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Mom is good at gifts and stuff, but
that one?
No.
Yeah, that one she never would have guessed.
How would she have been like, you know what? I've noticed that every so often Cameron watches this strange 2D animated show. There's just no way that she would have gotten that.
All right, well, you watch a lot of TV, so.
Not really, actually. I watch a lot of cartoons.
You have you have a lot of cartoon shows that you watch, so it's pick and also some of them like last year I got you the entire of the Batman animated series on Blu-ray, and it's
and I've been watching that lately too.
I have never seen you watch that show, you know?
Right, but beforehand you mean?
Yeah.
Before you bought it for me.
Yeah.
Because now I watch it. I watch every episodes periodically.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, let's go. My favorite all-time gift was from you.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It was the Talon and the friggin' Talon and Claw DM screen.
I thought you meant your favorite Christmas gift of all time. I'm like, Cameron.
Well, it's up there.
I haven't been giving you gifts long enough for me to talk everything your parents have ever given you.
Sam got
your mom at the peak of Wii fame, bent over backwards and diagonally to get you a Wii. That that deserves some sort of recognition.
She did go ham.
Yeah. 100%.
Wow. So, I mean, it was a good Christmas. She got me a Talon and Claw, which are independent makers, their DM screen, which as you guys may have noticed, 30 episodes of this podcast, that I'm a pretty avid Dungeons and Dragons player. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited for all my sessions furthermore to be cherrywood scented. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no, it's it's crazy how well made this thing is. When Mom and I first unwrapped it to take a look at it and make sure it was all right, I was like, I can't believe human beings made this. This is crazy.
Yeah, with two hands.
Yeah.
What was your favorite gift this year, Sam?
Well,
there's still one in the mail. There's still one that's coming that might be your favorite gift.
Okay, cool. There's also one coming from my mom that
may or may not be your favorite gift.
That hasn't arrived yet.
Man,
so that's cool. I still have some
the
Christmas.
Postal Service, dude.
I know that's annoying, but I kind of like the fact that I finished opening my Christmas presents and then I knew that I wasn't done yet. You know?
Yeah.
I was pretty okay with that. But I got a lot of practical things this year. You got a lot of fun stuff, but because I'm living on my own right now, I got a lot of practical things. My childhood is so dead, but I asked for towels for Christmas, and Mom not only got me towels, but
we are adults now.
She got me 2 towel sets.
Right.
So it came with a bath towel, a hand towel, and a washcloth.
Nice.
And I don't really use washcloths. I have exfoliating gloves that I use to wash my body with. But I needed more towels, and we currently don't have hand towels at my apartment, or we didn't until I received this set.
Because you're living with students.
Yeah. So the hand towel is just a beach towel that my roommate hung up, and
amazing.
No shade, but
well, I mean, maybe he just didn't think he's making it work. He got the beach towel. That's something.
That's a beach towel, though. It's not, and I never thought that was something that I was so prudish about because I've just grown up with them my whole life. But there are different towels for everything, and you use each of them for their very specific usage. So you use beach towels for the beach. And you use body towels in the bathroom when you dry off after a shower. They're different. You use a beach towel to dry off your body at the beach. They're fun. They're usually themed. You get them when you go to Universal Studios. They're really, really bold and colorful. Like, it's a beach towel.
Yeah.
A bathroom towel, like a bath sheet, is just a plain towel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have it you have your insignia on it if you're bougie, but like that's it. That's about as crazy as they get.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just
use
whatever.
it to dry off in the shower or the bath and nowhere else.
Right.
And then there are hand towels, and that's what you use to dry your hands
and your
after
face,
you've
maybe
washed your hands and your face. Yeah, your face for sure. But like, that's it.
Right.
You know, and you don't cross. You don't crust them. You don't use a beach towel as a hand towel.
That is something you don't fuck with.
You don't use... Oh my God. When I see bathroom towels at the beach, I'm like, what the fuck are
it's
you
uncomfortable.
doing?
I don't. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
There are like stands where you can buy like a beach towel with like a woman's bikini body painted from the neck down on it for like $13.
Yeah. Go to the strip.
Go get one.
Yeah.
Go get one.
Yeah.
And use it at the beach. Don't bring your bath towels to the beach, you disgusting creature. Like, that's disgusting. I hate that.
Let them know, Sam. Let them know.
That's so gross. So I have towels in the right places now at my house.
With these new microphones, we don't have to worry about volume too much anymore.
I know, it feels good to yell and like not see that little bar go into the red.
Yeah. So like
But just get your towels and use them in the right spot. Your towels have spots and they stay there.
You've heard this. This is a message from Samantha Mercury.
As far as towels go, I am A-okay with segregation. I am totally fine with that.
Okay, Sam, we are 5 minutes in to this towel rant.
No, we're not. We're 2 minutes into this towel rant. We were just talking about Christmas. Don't with me.
I can tell you're very upset. Like, if I brought a bathroom towel to the beach, and let me finish, and I had hot wing flavored potato chips, would you just lose your fucking mind? She's rocking back and forth like a mad woman.
I swear to God. Fuck you.
Right?
No. like if you were like, and this is how you would do it too. This is how you would do it. We would go to the beach and we'd like plan a beach day like weeks in advance, and then all of our friends would come and we'd be like, "Oh, I'm so excited for beach day. Like, yeah, this is like the first like fun and exciting thing that's happened to us in like weeks. And I'm looking forward to it.
Beach Day 2020.
It's nice to have something to look forward to. Cool." And then like we'd pack our stuff and like I'd be like, "Okay, like Cam's gonna pack his stuff and I'm gonna pack my stuff," and then I wouldn't see it until we got to the beach.
Right.
And you would roll out like a big fluffy cotton bath sheet that's just brown.
Yeah.
And like
it's got like toothpaste stains on it.
Yeah. And then like roll it out and I'd look at you and I'd be like, "Cameron, what the fuck is that?" And you'd be like, "What? It's a towel." And I'd be like, "No, it's not. That's a bath sheet. It's for the bath." And you'd be like, "Whatever, like I'm gonna wash it anyways." And I'd be like, "That's not the point."
Right.
And you'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then like reach into the reusable grocery bag that you brought your snacks in and like bust out like ballpark flavored hot dog potato chips.
No. It'd be ballpark hot dog flavored bits and bites.
Yeah. And I'd be like, "What did you just bring? You're sitting on a bath sheet.
They replaced the pretzels.
You are sitting on a bath sheet eating potato chips that just taste like another food," which is just an excuse for them to put more salt on the potato chips and disguise it as a whole other flavor. And you know what? I'm leaving. Beach day over.
Sam,
done.
They replaced,
Finito. No
they
bueno.
replaced the little pretzels with little hot dogs.
Completo. No.
Well, thanks for listening to the Chills Pop podcast, everybody. Now that Sam's had her daily conniption.
Stop trying to end the podcast after I have a rant.
Sorry, it's the perfect punctuation. But why don't we talk about what the audience could expect from us in 2020? This can sort of serve as like a preview / update into our uploading schedule, because we are changing things around here.
We're trying to glow up in 2020.
Trying to glow up.
We're changing. Okay, so you want to talk about the schedule, obviously.
Right. So
I thought we were gonna like talk about our goals, how we want to like grow the podcast, and like we'll just keep that on the low. Just like watch us.
Yeah.
Just
stuff's happening. We have more podcast ideas on the way with this new equipment. It's going to be far easier. Things will sound better generally, which is really great. But as for the newest thing, early in January, you'll be seeing an update from us in the form of a video, in the form of an Instagram post, whatever, about changing our upload schedule. Because as much as we love doing Let's Plays, and we really genuinely do, the way we have things going right now, there's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a lot of like almost seemingly random upload schedules. Series don't get updated for weeks at a time.
And for the record, I told Cam all of this, and he didn't listen to me.
Well,
so.
I mean, I'm also the one dealing with YouTube analytics, and I was trying to follow what I knew.
Yeah, I know, but I was right, and I just want everyone to know that.
Sam wants everybody to know that she was right.
I was
congratulations, Sam. You win the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, we're doing 2 new shows, and we're changing the way we do series uploads. Our Monday slot show is going to be a variety show. We're a variety channel, so we should do a variety show. It's essentially going to be like, imagine this sort of podcast format in 15 to 20 to 30 minute episodes of us just doing something like an activity of some sort, be it like a conversation or an interview or a discussion, or a card game that doesn't require visuals, things like that. You'll see what it's all about because it's going to be coming soon. Tuesday will, of course, be the CSP, the show you're listening to at the moment. Wednesday will be our new sort of Let's Play format that I haven't quite come up with a name. I've been calling them focused Let's Plays, but that doesn't fucking mean anything. So, long story short, these are going to be Let's Plays that we, less about playing the game itself and showcasing the game, and more about achieving something within the game, like game challenges, or something I could slap a really clickbaity title on, you know, so people watch our fucking videos. And then finally, Thursday and Friday are going to be our normal series uploads. Yeah. So we are increasing our upload by 1 video. We're now doing 5 videos a week.
Yep.
And at the end of the week, you'll be able to watch your classic Sam and Cam chill spot 10-minute to 20-minute series numbered episodes.
Yep.
And that'll be our schedule going forward until we have invariably figure out that doesn't work anymore either, and we come up with something different.
And then we change it up a little bit more.
But yes. I'm very excited for that in 2020.
Yeah, very much excited for that. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be experimental is what it's gonna be. Not experimental in the way that like your friend is like, hey, I have tickets to a theater show and it's very experimental, and then somebody does something weird with their body or gross with their body, or
like you're hanging out with your guy friends
with their body,
or you're hanging out with your guy friends and one of them goes like, hey man, like you maybe want to like have a kiss.
Just want to experiment with like what a kiss would feel like right now.
Yeah, just have a couple kisses,
just
a couple pillory lip kisses, you know.
Just try something new.
Yeah, come on.
No, it's not. Cool, it's not that experimental. But it's gonna be a little boneless for a little bit until we figure out how we like it, how you like things, you listening to this right now, how people respond to it, and how it fits into our recording schedule, because we're squeezing in a lot into like our 1 day of recording.
Right.
We're trying to
be more diligent and hard on ourselves.
Yeah,
and,
we're trying to do this once a week.
You know, well, because that's another thing, and we're
trying to record 5 days of content in 1 day.
Right.
So it's a lot.
Full disclosure, everybody, because you'll probably notice the runtime of this podcast. It's going to be a shorter one, significantly shorter than what we usually release.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to say, because we're going on vacation.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have like a problem? I don't understand. Like, what's the big deal?
Well, we're like talking about the schedule, and then you like insert something else. It's fine. We're going on vacation.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, finish your thing about the schedule then.
Well, I was just gonna say like it's experimental, and we're trying new things, and it might seem a little unpolished, but it's gonna be fun, and we can't wait to see how everybody responds to it and see how we respond to it.
It's sort of like the beginning of the channel again, when we didn't really know what we were doing, and
it's
like
exciting.
Yeah. It's new and fresh, and especially because like, you know, a little like insight, and I guess to how we work and how the channel's been working up until now is we typically record in advance, and we've been working on a bank for a long time, and now we won't have that at all. We're gonna be strictly week to week on pretty much everything we record.
Yeah, but it means that hopefully like you guys can hear things that we're talking about, especially like current events as they're happening, so that they're still current when it gets to you.
Especially with the speed of the internet nowadays, like things that happen, like I really want to hop on this Cats trend. Like I really want to go see Cats soon, but I have a bad feeling by the time we see it, it's just going to be
anymore.
Way dead.
Yeah.
And there's just no point.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still want to talk about Cats.
I mean, yeah.
I still want to see Cats.
Believe you me, I want to see it.
Hold all my opinions inside so that they can just explode out onto the microphone and just like let everybody know how I feel.
I've heard Cats. It's like a fucking monstrosity. Like it's a crazy fever dream-esque movie.
Well, my thing about Cats, sorry, I leaned right into the pop filter there. That might read out a little bit weirdly with just my hair. But the thing about Cats is that like you and I took the time to read a synopsis of Cats on Wikipedia, and I still don't know what it's about.
Well, because it's nonsense.
Like I've done my due diligence and like tried to figure out what it's about, and I still don't quite grasp what exactly it is about. Like there's like a sacrifice that the one cat's trying to get to, and like it's like an honor to go to this sacrifice, but they're cats, and there's just like jokes about like eating tuna,
and Taylor Swift is in it
while doing it,
and Jason Derulo.
Yeah, and like Rebel Wilson falls over like she does in all of her movies, and it's supposed to be hilarious.
God damn it.
This is gonna bite me in the ass one day. I'm not.
Listen, I have no problem with. Listen, I don't think it's Rebel Wilson's fault. I don't think it's her choice to be like this bumbling fool in like every single fucking movie she's in. I think she's cast as like the. Pardon me if this is rude. I think she's cast as like the funny fat girl. Look, she.
But it's like different because she knows that she's fat and she like talks about it.
Yeah.
You know, like when she first like broke out, it was Pitch Perfect because she has that line about like.
Well, isn't her character's name Fat Amy?
That's the thing that caught everybody's attention about her because like. She was like, I'm Fat Amy. And they were like, you call yourself Fat Amy? And she was like, yeah, so twig bitches like you don't do it behind my back.
Ooh.
And it's like funny. It's funny in quotation marks because like, you know, like she's saying it out loud and she's, you know, she's calling it and she's refusing to be bullied and that's empowering. But then she just kept being Fat Amy
in every single movie she's ever been in.
The next Perfect movie. And then like, it was like funny because like Adam Devine was like into her and it's like, oh my god, like he's like the hot shot rival in the series and then like he's into Rebel Wilson, ha ha ha, never, who would have expected that? And it's like, well, why not expect that?
Right.
You know?
No, it's not like a crazy revelation.
Yeah, like why is it so far out that would happen that you'd be into her? So
yeah, you've seen Pitch Perfect, right?
The first one.
I've never seen
the second one.
I've never seen the second one, but I actually rather enjoy the first one. I know it got like crazy overhyped.
Yeah.
And I think it's been like done to death at this point.
Yeah, like people overhype acapella. I mean, like I feel like Pitch Perfect started that.
Right.
You know, like we would not have Pentatonics without Pitch Perfect.
What's that?
You've never heard of Pentatonics?
No.
Oh my god. Pentatonics is like this acapella group that covers popular top 40 songs really well, might I add. But they got like super huge and like sold out like stadium tours. They've been to like the ACC and stuff like that. Like they got really fucking huge. And like I knew people who were super into Pentatonics and like bought their albums and shit like that. And like I was just kind of like, okay, like I watched a couple of their videos and they're good, but like they're not that good.
Right.
I wouldn't go and sit and watch them for like an hour and a half in the ACC, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't pay ACC prices to like go see Pentatonics.
Well, why is that? Do you think like are they not like they don't sound as good or like
I just don't see acapella as something that you know what it is? Acapella always seems like it's more fun for the people doing it
than it is to watch,
than it is for the audience's benefit of watching it.
That's an interesting thought. I understand.
Yeah, like it's a talent 100%. I'm not besmirching that at all.
No,
but I also have to take into consideration the fact that I'm clearly in the minority here because sold out arenas.
Insanely popular.
They sold out arenas, which means that people bought it, which means that people went. So like, who the fuck am I? But just in my opinion, like just the corniness of it, it just seems like it's more fun for people to perform than it is for people to watch.
No,
you know?
That makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Like it's common for, you know, people to, I don't know, like make corny jokes and like pull funny faces and while they're performing. And it's like cheeky because it's like it unveils the layers of the song that they're covering in, all the voices that it takes to cover that song. So that's impressive to watch, but it's like I can get that in a YouTube video. I don't need to pay $300 to sit in the nosebleeds of the ACC and watch you do it for an hour and a half straight.
Well, especially because like
I got it in that 7-minute Facebook video.
Yeah, and the acoustics suck in the ACC.
That's
true. So like a cappella,
well, it's okay.
They're pretty bad, in my opinion. I don't know. Every time I go to a concert, it's just like loud. Like there's no like sound quality. Like I saw years ago, I saw Childish Gambino in the
ACC.
No, it was a
Molson
smaller venue.
Theater? TD Echo Beach.
It wasn't Echo Beach. It was indoor. The Sound Academy, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
A nice little tight little venue.
Yeah.
And he sounded really fucking great. It was because of the internet tour. So like all of the sounds from that album are really experimental and weird. And like I thought it really added to the overall soundscape. But I feel like these same sounds would get drowned out in a stadium like the ACC with people streaming versus the crappy acoustics, I don't
know. Like I sat in the nosebleeds for Ed Sheeran, and that was those were not good seats. Those were not great seats.
Well, could you hear could you hear things? Like you definitely couldn't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were fine.
I mean, I'm not really much.
To a handful of concerts there.
I'm not really much of a concert goer, really. So like, when it comes down to it, it's just kind of like take it as I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like it's different for different people in different spots, right? That's why it costs more.
Right.
To sit closer.
Yeah.
Because the sound reaches differently and better.
Well,
but yeah, back to Pentatonics. Like, why? Like, I don't get it.
Right.
I don't get it. And by all means, like, respond when we post this. Like, respond back and tell me why you love Pentatonics. If you do love Pentatonics,
be sure to get very angry with us on Twitter.
Well, because like obviously I have a bias, and I would like to hear from the other end of the spectrum.
Let's get #cancel Chill Spot trending on Twitter, all right,
yeah,
guys?
let's just do that.
Let's just get fucking canceled.
Let's just drop this baby before it even hits the ground.
We're not even standing on two legs yet, and someone harpooned us in the chest.
Exactly.
Because we don't like Pentatonics.
Because we don't like Pentatonics.
Pentatonics sounds like a kind of medicine you would have.
And like,
I guess you could subscribe to Pentatonics.
It's fine. Like, get your money, and they're certainly talented. They sound great. I just don't see why I would spend money to see them play an arena.
Right.
An arena, You saw Grammy award-winning, Emmy award-winning Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, at the Sound Academy, which is a much smaller venue.
It's very small.
This group of people who were nobodies before they got together and like made sounds with their mouths sold out the ACC. I
mean, you could argue that all singers are just making sounds with their mouths.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what I mean?
I don't understand. Well, I mean,
oh god, just like the way that music goes, the way that arts works is just baffling to me. That,
right.
Like that can happen, But again, I love Childish Gambino, and I would love to see him sell out a giant arena.
I mean, I think he's played at the ACC before. I feel like he has.
As a headliner?
Maybe for like fucking Blueface album.
Awaken My Love.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Maybe for that, because I was like hyper popular. Like, it's kind of funny as a Childish Gambino fan, where it's like, I've been listening to Childish Gambino since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I was there for, like, the I'm Not a Rapper stuff. Like, I'm Not a Rapper 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And, like, all this shit, like camp, like, even the stuff before camp. Like, and it's really interesting to see his progression as an artist, because I've always been, like, my favorite Childish Gambino project is Royalty, a mixtape of his. It's like hardcore rap, and he gets all these famous rappers, and he does a really good job of outperforming the people he puts on, which is so impressive, because a lot of the time the features lead on the songs.
Yeah.
Which is like not something you see too often.
Yeah, it's more about like the fact that you got those names on your album rather than like stepping up to their talent level.
It's like he's featuring on his own album or own mixtape, and I think that's a really interesting take. I like all the sounds, and it's really good. But then, for me, Donald Glover has always been in my forefront, because I used to even watch Derek Comedy. Like, the YouTube video sketches used to be a part of back in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Even me and Brad will talk about that till we're blue in the face. But what's really both interesting / kind of sad for me is that, like, Donald Glover didn't get worldwide, like, out of this world, like, millions upon millions upon millions of fans until Awaken My Love. His singing stuff has been exponentially more popular.
Think so?
100%. Without a doubt. Because the internet sold like shit. What a great album, don't get me wrong. But the numbers were bad. Like, Donald Glover now, he's far more popular for his singing than he ever was for his rap.
I think he's more popular for his acting.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, like,
Yeah.
chips are down 100% because of his acting.
Yeah.
Like
his acting and his writing.
But he's been rapping about that for ages, too, where he talks about how, like, rappers don't think he's a rapper because he's a writer. Actors don't think he's an actor because he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Like, he's also a mixed kid. So it's kind of just this ultimate,
Is he
like...
mixed?
I think he is.
I don't think he's mixed.
Okay, you know what? Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I probably am.
I think he's light skinned, and so people make jokes about him being a mixed kid, but he's not mixed.
Well, if that's the case, then I sincerely apologize, Donald, if you ever listen to this somehow. You know, if someone sends you the, hey, this fat white Canadian kid called you mixed.
This is why black people gotta chill out with the light skin comments, because you got people thinking that Donald Glover's mixed race, and he's fucking not.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, so, like, I don't know. Awaken My Love is, like, not my favorite of his projects. And
side note, this is so annoying. I googled Donald Glover parents, and there are so many pictures of him and Danny Glover, and it's like, that's not his dad.
Danny Glover is not related to Donald Glover.
You made so many dumb jokes about him being related to Danny Glover that now I can't actually find his real parents anywhere. Like, holy shitballs. Anyways. Yeah, you're right.
He is mixed.
Like, about him having a hard time getting clout in either of his endeavors, because rappers don't think he's good enough because he's an actor, and, like, what kind of actor tries his hand at rapping, and then, like, actors are like, well, you got this music thing, so you're not, like, 100% dedicated to acting, and it's like,
yeah. No, it's definitely one of those things. It's an interesting dynamic with Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, now he's in Disney movies and Star Wars and shit. So, like, Donald Glover has no problem being popular, and everybody fucking likes Donald Glover.
Yeah.
You know, like, we talk about him like he's this indie guy. It's like, no, he's Donald fucking Glover.
Also, side note, Donald Glover is way too private about his private life for there to be pictures of him and his parents. Like,
That's
usually there's one picture.
Yeah, like someone
of a celebrity
snuck
at
one.
their event with their parents that
Right.
they take their parents to. There's none of that on there. So I don't know what his parents look like. I know that his dad is for sure black, because I used to follow him on Twitter, and he posted a picture of himself backstage at a Because the Internet show.
Right.
A long time ago. His dad actually passed away either, like, this year or last year, which is really
I believe
sad.
it was this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, which is really sad. He was a sweet man.
Yeah.
But
I apologize for my earlier disjointedness, so I figured I'd bring this up in a more organic way, but we are going on vacation. It's going to be great. We're going to Steve's cottage. I brought up Steve a handful of times on the podcast before. And what's really great about this, in my opinion, is that this summer we did a cottage trip, but not everybody could make it. There was people left out, and
not on purpose, but because it was it was thrown together
we
very
excluded
last
our
minute.
friends.
It was all like on Wednesday they were like, we're going to the cottage on Friday, who can come? And we were like, absolutely not me.
Right. I mean, you and I came up late, I think, didn't we? No, Steve and Brad came up late.
No, we didn't go at all. We couldn't make it. We worked.
This summer's cottage? Maddie's cottage.
Oh, Maddie's cottage.
No, they didn't go, though. They went to
They tried
Steve's
to go to
cottage
Steve's
for
cottage.
a day.
Yeah,
and then the plumbing exploded.
Yeah, and then they turned it around. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I was talking about Maddie's cottage.
Okay.
So anyway, I guess we missed I forgot about that cottage trip. But long story short, us as a group, we're actually getting all of us to go this time around.
Yeah.
A couple of newcomers are coming, or like one newcomer is coming.
We'll be there for New Year's.
And it's going to be great.
It's going to be
I can't
really,
wait.
Really, it's gonna be really
we actually
fun.
have to leave for it in the next 15-20 minutes, which is probably why you've noticed this podcast episode's a little shorter.
I'm not going to, because I'm on Freedom Mobile, and this is absolutely not a slight to Freedom, because this actually taught me a good thing about myself. I don't get service at all, so nobody will be able to reach me, and nobody will be able to talk to me, and I can't wait.
And everybody leave me alone.
Yeah, everybody leave me alone. Don't talk to me.
But keep listening to Chill Spot. We love it when you do that.
Don't talk to me until January 2nd. And you know what? I gotta get my shit together because it's my birthday month, and I gotta figure out what I want to do.
Do you have any idea what you want to do for your birthday?
I think I want to have a party at my place because I have my own place for the first time in my life.
Yeah, I guess. That'd be fun.
Yeah, kind of like what I've been doing the last 2 years, but just like at my apartment.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a little more crowded.
Deal with it.
I guess so. We'll just stand in the hallway.
Yeah, there's the kitchen, the family room, and the dining room.
Yeah.
And technically my bedroom, like, I don't care. You can hang out in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out in my laundry room.
Who cares? Yeah.
I don't care.
We'll get people hooking up in your bedroom.
I would be honored.
Someone hooked up in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never, like, whenever I threw parties in high school, the upstairs was always, like, off limits. Mm-hmm. So we never had people hooking up in my bedroom.
Yeah.
We did have people hook up in my bathroom, which resulted in a destroyed sink.
Say, enough to break the sink.
Yeah, so an old high school chum of mine fucked the sink right off the wall.
Yeah.
And it fell down and shattered everywhere. It's actually a miracle that no one got hurt.
Because somebody was trying to hook up in there. I thought someone just got mad and, like, fought and, like...
I hate the sink so much!
No, I thought one of your, like, Jonesy and Riley clones, like, got into a hockey bro fight and, like, smashed the sink in the process.
He was in the bathroom like, hey, buddy, you want to check this cock size? And I was like, oh, it's a pretty shit cock there, bud. And then they get into a fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Instead of chirping each other back, they just fought.
Nah, someone was trying to go hard in the P, and they went hard in the S and fucking destroyed my sink. I wish I could find pictures of it. It's from ages ago.
Yeah.
But you know what? All's well that ends well because we ended up getting a better sink because of it. We ended up getting a better setup.
There you go.
So yeah.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. Right?
So if you're out there and you're the individual who broke my sink, and I know you know, it's fine. It's fine, dude. Relax. It's cool.
Yeah.
We're chummy. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's actually a really cool guy.
Sorry to bring that up again. I'm sure that is your, like...
Like, he wakes up in the middle of the night and, like, cringes about it.
That's your anxiety cringe, like, slap yourself in the face moment. Like, you think about how you broke a whole ass sink once at somebody's party.
But no,
like,
I promise you, it's fine.
Yeah.
We laugh about it now. The fact that I can bring it up on this podcast means that we can laugh about it.
Totally,
you know?
And it's like it's not a tragedy.
It's not a.
You making fun of me?
Yes. Hang on. I oh my god, that's what I need to tell you. So I had a insane phone call at work a couple days ago.
Oh, that's right. You told me you were
saving it for this exact moment.
You were like, I have this story, but I'm not gonna tell it to you because I'm saving it for the pod.
Yeah, dude, because I want your genuine reaction to this. So, I work at as you may have known, I work at a video game retailer, and as of recording this, it is just past the holiday season. So we had, like, Boxing Day and Christmas Eve and all this other shit, and it has been a fucking hellstorm. That's not true. It's actually been far more manageable than it was last year, regardless.
Just busy still.
Really, of course, like, I'm on my feet 8 hours and talking to people 7.5, so, like, it really blows.
Yeah.
For Boxing Day at my video game retailer store, we had a special bundle for Nintendo Switch. It came with a game, and it was embargoed until Boxing Day. Do you know what that means, embargoed?
Yeah, it means, like, you can't look at it, you can't open the box, you can't put it out, you can't talk about it, you can't like secretly, like, you're bound contractually from telling, like, your friends, like, hey, this is the deal.
For all intents and purposes, this thing does not exist until the day. So this lady calls the store and she knows about it somehow. She's like, hey, do you have the new Super Mario Brothers Switch bundle? And I was kind of like, pause for a moment, and I was like, well, like, I'm not really supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, like, we have them, but they're embargoed until Boxing Day. And she was kind of like, oh, like, so, like, you can't sell them at all? And I was like, no, like, we got an email, like, I'll get into a lot of trouble. And she was like, oh, but, like, Walmart has them, like, for sale.
Go to Walmart.
And, like, I really want to, like, buy it from you guys. And I was like, I'm sorry, like, I'll actually lose my job. Like, they'll fire me. And she goes, I'm like, what about for, like a special needs kid? Can you, like, do it for, like, a special needs kid?
Don't even with the special needs
Like, my son
part.
is special needs. Could you, like...
not.
Sam, it is the first time in my life that I have been completely speechless.
Yeah.
I was like, if you can imagine, like, a physical representation of me holding this phone, like, mouth agape, like, ...
Yeah.
And I went, no.
Yeah.
Like, of course not.
No.
And, like, I hung up and I turned to my coworker and I told her, and I got, like, pretty mad. Because I was like, how fucking dare you use your goddamn mentally challenged child as a bargaining chip to get this video game console.
Yeah.
Like, you are a horrible human being.
Person.
Just a genuinely bad person.
That's really gross.
I couldn't believe that. I felt like I needed a fucking shower after that, after I had that phone call. Like, I felt terrible.
No, that's disgusting.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to wait until I told you in person.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't stress enough how it actually affected me for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like, low on energy. I was just like, I can't fucking believe that someone said that to me.
Yeah.
I can't believe that someone would, like, you know what it is? What really grinds my gears is because this mother believes that because of her special needs kid, that she should be treated differently, I guess. She thinks that she's treating him with the utmost respect, like getting him things exclusively that other people wouldn't be able to get because of his special needs. But you know what that actually is doing? Is severely disrespecting your special needs kid and using them like a fucking item, like an object.
Yeah, like a bargaining chip.
You're a bad person.
Yeah.
You're a bad person. You think you're a good person, but you are 100% rotten to the core. I have never been more disgusted with a human being in my life.
I don't even think she thinks she's necessarily a bad person or
she doesn't think
good
that.
person. She thinks that things should just happen for her child because they're a special needs child.
Which is, ugh.
Like, you just, like, you think that should open doors for you. And it's like, this is not Make-A-Wish. This is not, like, charity. Like,
this is this is retail.
Yeah.
I can say, I've said it before, I don't care.
Like, you also like your job. It's different with my job. I don't like my job.
Right.
I
couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it.
I mean, it's like, I'm not surprised, you know, I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. She's not the first person with a special needs kid to, use that for their own gain, and she won't be the last.
I think I'm going to say this right now.
My whole thing about this, sorry, I hit the pop filter again. I don't know how that affects the new microphone.
It might not read out as much.
My whole thing is that it doesn't matter that you get it early. It doesn't change, like, it's not like the Switch is going to be shinier. It's not like the Switch is going to be rarer.
It's because she wanted it for Christmas.
Oh, she called before. I thought this was a Boxing Day thing.
No. She called on like the 23rd.
Oh, okay. She wanted it for Christmas.
Doesn't make it any better.
No.
If anything, it makes it worse.
No,
because it's like,
but you were still selling Switches.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Come get one.
And she said that she found one for a similar price at Walmart.
So go there.
So go to Walmart and buy your Switch.
Well, you know what it is, Sam?
You're not taking money from like a ma and pa shop.
Do you want me to tell you why she didn't just go to Walmart and buy it? Because she's fucking lying. People
100%.
People do that all the time.
100%.
If this item is embargoed at my store, it's probably embargoed everywhere. So she's just fucking lying through her teeth to try to get me to fold and sell her something.
How did she find out about it?
She must have. There's probably a leak online or something, or they do advertisements. They do advertisements on like flyers, like on our Boxing Day flyer. It was like, get the bundle.
Maybe she like found out about it through like the Flip app or something.
Yeah, so like it was like advertised, but it was like you can't get it until Boxing Day though. Like that's the idea. You can't get it till Boxing Day.
Okay.
And let me go on the record and just say that if you in any way, shape, or form use your special needs, handicap, mentally challenged children to extort people for things, you're a bad person.
That's awful.
Let me put that. I will go down. You can quote me on that.
Your child doesn't want you to do that.
No.
Your child, if your child could see what you were doing, they wouldn't want you to do that.
No.
That's so gross.
It's like oh god, like not to be a total bummer or anything, but it was just like I could not effing believe that.
God.
Okay, I have a much more lighthearted question to ask you.
Okay.
And then we're probably gonna have to wrap up.
Okay.
So Sam.
I mean, my Christmas in retail was fine, by the way. But...
Was it fine?
Yeah, it was fine. I actually lucked out. I got overnight shifts from like the 22nd to the 23rd.
There you go.
And I worked until 7:30 a.m. on Christmas Eve day. Took a nap. Went to your house.
Had some fucking Italian food.
And then had Christmas. It was so good.
But Sam, are you familiar in any way, shape, or form with Naruto? The manga / anime series.
I know what you're talking about. I am not familiar with the premise.
So Naruto's special ability, his like creme de la creme, is his ability to make clones of himself. Mm-hmm. That's his whole shtick. They're called shadow clones. Now the difference between like a shadow clone in the Naruto universe and like a water clone or like a fire clone or mud clone, so on and so forth, wood clone, whatever, is that shadow clones are tangible and are as close to the real thing as possible. They're the most powerful kind of clone that you can make in Naruto. Mm-hmm. And Naruto later in the series learns that the shadow clones, if he sends a shadow clone off to do something and then poofs it away, he gets the knowledge of the shadow clone that was away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he through osmosis absorbs the shadow clone's abilities.
So yeah, if Naruto was to send a shadow clone to work and then get rid of it, he would know everything that shadow clone learned in that day.
Okay, so like if he was like on a spy mission and he was like, I need you to go in disguise as a waiter and listen to this table from this like mob boss. Obviously Naruto doesn't like.
Well, whatever, yeah.
You know, just go with my flow. Just go with my flow. So pretend like he needs to pretend that like he sends a shadow clone disguised as a waiter at a mob boss's favorite restaurant to overhear the mob boss's plans to like attack him in like 3 days. He would like send the shadow clone out, and then the shadow clone would like disappear, and Naruto would like absorb all the information and like hear it and like know when the mob boss was gonna like attack.
For all intents and purposes, it was Naruto at that table.
Yeah.
Wait, like
it's like a shred of his consciousness.
It was, but it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Now, the question I have for you, and I'm interested in your opinion on this: if I was capable of creating shadow clones and they work the exact same way that they do in Naruto, would you ever be offended to find out that a shadow clone went on like a date with you?
Yeah.
Or like went on to go grocery shopping or something with you? Like that would upset you?
Yeah.
See, it would upset me too. But why? Could you articulate as to why it would upset you?
Because why did you send a phony version of yourself? Like a temporary version of yourself to pacify me? That's insulting to my intelligence and like what I mean to you. Because if you have this ability, I would hope that I'm one of the people in your life that you would still want to make time for, despite you being able to extend yourself and your person, your ness in that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I would hope that if you could create shadow clones of yourself, you would still prioritize me as a person that you, the real Cam, want to spend actual time with.
Okay, and I agree with that notion, but at the same time, it is worth mentioning that for all intents and purposes, I am there. I know it's not me, but when the shadow clone poofs away, I have all the context, everything that we talked about, all the things that we did in my brain. So, like, obviously, like, let me get my perfect... I'm not trying to turn you around on this, but I just think it's a really... Like, I had this thought in the car. I was like, wow, that's a complicated issue.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I think that if you were capable of making shadow clones, and I found out that, like, after a night of fun and hanging out, that it was, in fact, a shadow clone, and you were off doing, like, I don't know, GLA stuff, like, I'd be a little offended.
Yeah.
But then, like, I think if you were to say, like, well, hey, like, this is something to think about, I can do this thing, that means that I can literally be in two places at the same time.
No, the same amount of information.
See, if I was capable, here's how I would spin this. I would be very careful about this. I would never do it to you, but I would do it for, like, work stuff. Like, why wouldn't you send a shadow clone to work?
But see, that's the thing, though, right? Is that, like, work, like your job at video game store,
could be done by a shadow clone.
No, it's not that. It's about what it means to you.
Right.
You know, like, you like your job. Like, you know, like, because we've said the name, like, let's just say right now, you like your job.
Of course I like my job.
Your job
I've worked there for 5 years.
Your job is not...
Thank you, Mom. Yeah, no worries.
Your job is not a reflection of who you are. I know you love video games and it's a video game store.
But it is a part-time job that I am planning to leave.
Exactly.
Even though I like it.
Exactly. You are not settling into EB Games for the rest of your life. We're going to spend the rest of our lives together. So I would hope that for someone that you're going to make that commitment to, that you would make the commitment to show up physically.
Right.
Even if you had the ability to split yourself in half in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that above all else, you, Cameron, would want to spend time with me.
Mm-hmm.
If we make plans to spend time that way.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that notion.
And like, if because I feel like sitcoms and TV shows deal with this all the time, whenever there's an episode where someone tries to be in two places at once, it's because they have double booked themselves and don't want to admit it, and then try and overextend themselves to please both parties, when really what they should have just been was been honest. And I would hope that as someone who means so much to you, you could come to me with stuff and hope that I would understand.
Right.
And like listen and like replan if need be, or like maybe this time you prioritize and you try and get like a work shift off if you like didn't realize that you planned something with me on a day that you worked or something like that.
Of course,
like vice versa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like sending a clone to
like,
hang out with me.
It's funny, right? Because the way shadow clones work is that, like, if a shadow clone takes lethal damage, something that would kill Naruto, it puffs into smoke.
Yeah.
So, like, I can imagine you, like, hugging me too hard or something at the end of a night, and it's going like.
I mean, like, I don't think I can inflict lethal damage via a hug.
Yeah, but they're like considered they're weaker. They have less resistance than the main one, obviously, because it's a clone.
See, and there you go. Like, if I couldn't like snuggle up with you the same way that I can with, or sorry, if I can't snuggle up with like clone you the same way I can with real you, then you're not really sending yourself.
It's not really there, yeah.
You're not really sending yourself. It's like unicorn blood. It's like it does the trick, but it's no way to live.
It's no, yeah, okay, I see what you mean, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
you see what I mean? So it's like I'm someone who's supposed to mean a lot to you in the like pantheon of people in your life. I'm like up there with your mother and your father,
right?
So like, and your brother, like.
You're part of my family.
Treat me as such, please.
You are my family, in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're going to be the person that's going to be, like, what starts my specific family is going to be you and I.
Yeah.
So I should show you that kind of respect.
Exactly.
And I've obviously, I had figured this before we had this conversation, but I was interested to see your response.
You were struggling to put it into words.
I guess so, yeah. Well,
I just think that if somebody means so much to you, then you should always make the effort to physically be with them when you say you're going to be. You know?
So... lesson number 1 of today's podcast is going to be, if you're capable of doing shadow clones, don't send them to hang out with your girlfriend. You should always hang out with your girlfriend and then send shadow clones to do other boring shit.
So, like, why don't you want to physically be there with your girlfriend?
What is so important that you got to send a shadow clone to hang out with your girlfriend?
If you want to send a shadow clone to hang out with your girlfriend, then maybe you don't actually like your girlfriend.
Have your shadow clone do laundry and other shit you don't want to do.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
They don't have a choice. You can just be like, boom, and like poof them away.
Exactly.
What's lesson number 2?
Lesson number 2 is things are going to be changing in Chill
that's
Spot.
Okay.
One of the things that are going to be changing is that we're not going to fucking talk about our schedule so much and like our process. We're just going to do the thing and not bother you about it.
Right.
So like, there we go.
There you go, I guess.
Yeah. Lesson number 3 is Cam's not going to interrupt Sam so much with new segues, and we'll let segues happen more naturally after everybody has finished their point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That goes both ways, in my opinion.
Fine. I'm just saying it out loud.
But next week, you'll be able to see us Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Hear that, ladies? Stand in your truth.
There you go. Lean in, ladies. Lean in. Lesson number 3 is
don't talk to the ladies. I talk to the ladies. Don't tell the ladies what to do. Cool. They don't want to hear it from you.
I'll just take this brand new shiny microphone and fuck myself with it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks for listening to us, everybody. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have lots of gaming stuff on there. Right now, we're doing our other upload schedule, but the new one will be in effect hopefully soon. Mm-hmm. And thanks for listening.
Perfect.
We're going on vacation now.
And Cameron, I love you.
I love you too, Sam.
Okay.
And I'll never stop.
Me neither.
Even if you're rude to me in the podcast.
You were rude to me as well. Goodbye.
Love you guys.